Christian Horner is being linked with a return to Formula One, this time with Aston Martin. Multiple reports have emerged that Aston Martin is considering a change in leadership, and Horner is a leading candidate for the job. This involves a power struggle at the team, disagreements with Adrian Newey, and the future direction of one of F1's most ambitious teams. The implications of such a move would be significant, not just for Aston Martin, but for the entire grid. It would signal a major shift in the balance of power and could have effects on the driver market as well. The news broke just after the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Multiple sources are reporting that Aston Martin's current team principal, Andy Cowell, could be on his way out. Cowell was the former head of Mercedes' engine program and has only been in the role for just over a year. It's understood that there have been disagreements between him and the team's star signing, Adrian Newey. Newey is the most successful designer in F1 history and joined Aston Martin earlier this year as a managing technical partner and co-owner. He is leading the design of the team's 2026 car, and his influence within the team is significant. Some reports suggest that Cowell could be moved to a different role within the company, overseeing the new Honda Power Unit project that begins in 2026. This would make sense given his expertise in engine development. However, other reports suggest that the disagreements with Newey have been so significant that a complete departure is more likely. The nature of these disagreements has not been made public, but sources suggest they relate to the technical direction of the team and decision-making processes. When you have two strong personalities with different visions, conflicts are inevitable. The fact that Newey is a co-owner of the team and has a direct line to Lawrence Stroll gives him a level of influence that Cowell simply cannot match. It's a case of a new star signing shaking up the existing hierarchy. This is where Christian Horner comes in. Horner left Red Bull in September after a settlement agreement, and he is free to return to Formula One in early 2026. He has been linked with several teams, including Haas and Alpine, but Aston Martin now appears to be the most likely destination. Horner is not just looking for a traditional team principal role. He is looking for a position with more influence, likely involving an investment in the team. At Red Bull, he was both CEO and team principal, and it's understood he wants a similar level of control in his next role. Horner is not just a team principal, he is a businessman who understands the commercial side of Formula One, as well as the sporting side. He will want to have a say in the team's overall strategy, not just the day-to-day running of the racing operation. This is why a role that includes an investment in the team is so appealing to him. The settlement he received from Red Bull, believed to be between $70 and $100 million, would give him the financial resources to make such an investment. It would also give him leverage in negotiations and ensure that his voice is heard at the highest level of the organisation. It would give him a seat at the table and a share in the team's success. The most interesting aspect of this story is the potential reunion of Christian Horner and Adrian Newey. Together, they turned Red Bull into a dominant force, winning multiple championships. Their partnership was one of the most successful in F1 history. However, their relationship has been the subject of much speculation. Newey left Red Bull in the wake of the investigation into Horner's conduct. Some reports claim that Newey was unhappy with the situation and that there was a falling out between the two. However, other sources close to the situation have said that there is no issue between them and that they would have no problem working together again. This is important. If Horner and Newey can work together, it would be a strong combination for Aston Martin. They have a proven track record of success, and their combined expertise would be valuable. The fact that Newey is a co-owner of the team could also be a factor. Newey is not just an employee. He has a financial stake in the success of the team. This means he has a vested interest in making sure the team has the best possible leadership. If he believes that Horner is the right person for the job, his opinion will carry significant weight with Lawrence Stroll. He will want to do what is best for the team, and if that means working with Horner again, he is likely to be open to it. If Horner does join Aston Martin, it would be a clear statement of intent from the team's owner, Lawrence Stroll. Stroll has invested heavily in the team, building a new factory. He wants to win championships, and bringing in a proven winner like Horner would be another major step in that direction. Horner has a track record of building and leading successful teams, and his experience would be valuable to Aston Martin as they prepare for the new regulations in 2026. He knows what it takes to win championships, and he has a deep understanding of the political landscape of Formula One. He is skilled at playing the game, both on and off the track. This is the kind of leadership that Aston Martin needs if they are to challenge for the title. Aston Martin has struggled this season, sitting in 7th place in the Constructors' Championship with just 2 races remaining. The team had a strong start to 2023, but that momentum has faded. They need someone who can turn things around and get them back on track. Horner has done it before, and he could do it again. However, Horner is not the only candidate for the job. Other names that have been mentioned include Andreas Seidel, the former McLaren team principal who is now CEO of Sauber Audi, and Mattia Binotto, the former Ferrari team principal. Both have extensive experience in Formula One and would be strong candidates for the role. Martin Whitmarsh, the former CEO of Aston Martin, has also been mentioned as a possibility. Whitmarsh has experience in Formula One, having spent many years at McLaren. He knows the sport well and has a good relationship with many of the key players. He would be a safe choice, but he may not have the same level of ambition and drive as Horner. There is another potential complication to a Horner move to Aston Martin: Max Verstappen. Lawrence Stroll wants to sign Verstappen in the future. He has said publicly that he would love to have the 4-time world champion in his team. However, Horner's relationship with Verstappen's father, Jos, is known to be difficult. While Horner and Max are believed to have a good relationship, the dynamic with Jos could be a factor. If Aston Martin wants to sign Max Verstappen, they will need to consider how a Horner appointment would affect that possibility. It's a delicate situation. Horner and Max have a good relationship, and Max has respect for what Horner has achieved. However, the difficult relationship between Horner and Jos Verstappen could be a major stumbling block. It's a power play, and it will be interesting to see how it plays out. For now, Aston Martin has said that they will not be commenting on rumour or speculation. Their focus is on the final 2 races of the 2025 season and preparing for 2026. But the rumours are not going away. The pieces are in place for a major change at Aston Martin, and Christian Horner is at the centre of it. A reunion with Adrian Newey, a new challenge with an ambitious team, and the chance to build another championship-winning organisation makes sense for both parties. For Horner, it's a chance to prove that he can be successful without the backing of a major corporation like Red Bull. For Aston Martin, it's a chance to bring in a proven winner who can take them to the next level. It's an arrangement that could work out well for everyone involved. The next few weeks will be important. If Andy Cowell does leave his role as team principal, the door will be open for Christian Horner to make his return to Formula One. What do you think about the possibility of Christian Horner joining Aston Martin? Would a reunion with Adrian Newey be a recipe for success? And how would it affect the team's chances of signing Max Verstappen in the future? Let us know in the comments.